Alright, so G major scale, you can turn to page 36 in your Suzuki Book 1 book. Let's see. So preparation number 3 in G major for tonalization. So you can first pluck the G, D, and now play those. And now with the teacher or parent's help, gently put both, or whoops, a little crooked there. Put your bow on both G and D strings, and now pull. And now you're going to play G, G, 3 on the D. And now 3 and open G. Now I want to make sure you can see me. And these two should match. Third finger on the D, D, E, F, G is called G. Open G is called G. So these should match when you play them. Alright, so let's play the G major scale 1 octave. So we're going to play G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and climb down. Alright, so you want to play that a few times. Maybe you can add a bunny twinkle rhythm to that to make it feel a little bit more fun. And now when you've played that for a few weeks and you've gotten that to a very easy place, you can go on to this next part. So you should have already played Twinkle Little Star with low 2, the blue finger pattern on the wall. And you can also play Lightly Row with low 2, it'll sound kind of funny. This is a very important finger pattern for the rest of Book 1 that you will use in every piece of music in the rest of Book 1. And so let's start on third finger on the D string. This is going to be a different kind of scale pattern from before because we play one note on the D and then we play a lot of notes on the A and only a couple on the E. So it doesn't make the same equal pattern it did before. Low 2, really reach for that 3, really big gap here. Alright, so I would play this for maybe a week or so and not go on from here. Talk about the finger patterns. The 2 will want to go and play a high 2. It will sound. But then have them sing while they play. And then you will play 2 octave G major scale. So then we'll put them together, starting on the G string. Climbing up with the blue finger pattern on the A and E. And we'll stop on second finger on the E string. Can you guess why? E, F sharp, G. That's G, so we don't have to go any higher. Alright, so now you have your arpeggios for G major. I would just use the finger patterns you know and play these first. G, 2, D, 3, D, 2, G, G, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, G, G, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, G. Just like before on the A string and on the D string. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. So after you feel very comfortable with that, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a few days, who knows? Different for everyone. You'll go on to part A of page 36. And remember your notes are G, B, D. you're going to play these twice. G, B, D, G, third finger, B, first finger on A, B, D, and then up to G. Repeat this many, many times. Now you'll go on to B. Remember your notes are G, B, B, and you'll play those 2 times on your violin. G, B, B, and now once more higher, third finger G, first finger B, open E, low 2. Last one, I like that this one is letter C, just the third one in the sequence, and you also now play the note C. That might help some kids remember that. So you're going to play G, C, E, G, third finger, low 2, C on your A, E, G, E, C, G, E, C, G. So remember, if you can sing it, you can play it. Also remember that these take time. Just like when you first learned the A major arpeggios at the beginning of book 1, it probably felt just like a little bit tricky. But good job, you have this, and I can't wait to hear these in your lesson. Last thing, there's a beautifully written little note on the bottom of page 36, and I think it would be good to take a little bit of time and read this. It says, musical improvement comes from listening. Music is an aural art. Aural just means from hearing. Mastery of both sensitivity and technique relies on the ears. Pedagogical principles, too, should come from aural perception. Children who are raised listening to the finest music develop a high level of musical sensitivity and expression. When it comes to practicing a piece, students who practice what they have fully absorbed and know well will progress the most. Yeah, I think that's just what I said at the beginning of this video or another video, and it's just, you know, it really stands out who does listening, who reviews, who practices just even a little bit, and it really makes it easier for the students. They don't feel like they're struggling. They develop lots of different confidence in different areas from the review, repetitions, and just listening. And I was just babysitting last night. I normally don't do this, but I will on occasion, but I don't babysit my students. And I noticed that one of those children was going to bed listening to like a Beethoven symphony, and he was just blasting it on this radio, and I was like sitting downstairs, wow, this is like crazy. This kid's just blasting all this beautiful music. Like, I wonder how much he knows about Beethoven or this piece in general. And you don't even need to know or understand it, but just being around something of such a high level and such beautiful art really does change you. And I think Suzuki has a quote in here. Let's see. Ugh, can never find anything. So much. Okay, let's see. Suzuki quotes, page 70, if you have the ones with the page numbers. Let's see. I mean, really, all of these. What is man's ultimate direction in life? It is to look for love, truth, virtue, and beauty. So you could find that just listening to a symphony, just looking in nature. He says, art is not some far-off place. A work of art is the expression of a man's whole personality, sensibility, and ability. And so I really love this little tidbit at the end of page 36 because I feel like it really does get you thinking, like, what am I putting into my mind? What types of art are we listening to? Have we been to the museum in Charlotte? You know, there's many ways to look for beauty in your life. I hope I haven't rambled on too long. I really just love these concepts about the Suzuki method, and I believe that they're so important. Okay, so sorry if I've bored you. Happy practicing, and see you in your lessons.